Hi guys, this video is about our homework and our online textbook. I have to go through my instructor version of Lamaku because it doesn't let me access homework otherwise, just because I don't have a student account access to the homework. So it's gonna look slightly different from yours, but basically the same. You have the same tab as me, right? This homework and textbook tab. Click on that thing, or alternate, and then you click on MyLab Math. Or alternatively, if you're doing what I kept saying so many times, you're probably tired of hearing it. When you're within the weekly module, there's also the same link on the bottom where it says MyLab Math homework. Click on that, it takes you to the same place. So either way you get there, you're in the same spot. Here you see MyLab Math, click on that link. There's so many links within links within links. It's ridiculous, but that's just the way it is. Sorry, guys. Click on Launch Courseware. And then if when you first do this, the first time you do this, you have to create an account with Pearson because Pearson is the company that runs our textbook. They're the publisher. So do that, and then after that first time, you shouldn't have to do it again. Just click on Open MyLab and Mastering. Wait for it to load. And then this is my instructor view. So let me go to student view here. Okay, so within student view, you'll see a few different things. You'll see the lesson media, right? And right now, there's only lesson media because at the time of recording this, we're before any homework has started yet. So let's look at lesson media while we're here, okay? The first week we have 1.1 and 1.2 to do, right? So let's look at 1.1. And when I click on lesson media, you'll see a few different things. This symbol here is for movies. So these are like videos that the book has built into it, where they give you some instruction. Here it tells you how long it is. It's 8 minutes long. So if you want, if you want to hear instruction from someone other than me, which often is good, right? It's often good to hear like, from different perspectives or different styles. Maybe you learn better from a different person. So you can check those videos out. That's helpful for you. This next one is for PowerPoint, and this last one is for the textbook. PowerPoint, I honestly recommend probably the PowerPoint over like all the other ones. If you're gonna pick one of these three. If you're gonna do all three, then great. The more exposure you have, the better. But if you have to just pick one, I'd say probably PowerPoint. It kind of summarizes everything nice and concisely. And then you have the textbook. Let's look at the textbook real quick. I mean, it's kind of what you expect. It's a textbook. It's a math textbook. But it's pretty nice. They have the same video that was mentioned earlier. It's actually embedded right here in the textbook here. Tells you things you should know, the typical exposition with nice pictures, definitions, examples, etc., etc. You know how math textbooks are, right? That's how it is. Okay, PowerPoint. If you click on that, it's gonna download to your computer. So you can open that thing up and wait for it to load. Okay. Yeah, and like I said, this is kind of also like a textbook to me, but it's more pared down. It's kind of like they give you all the main points. So that's why I kind of like the PowerPoint. A lot of it is the same as what's in the textbook, but it's kind of like they just summarize it a bit for you. And they made the font really big. Okay. So, oh, there's a copyright warning at that. So that's my recommendation. The media is technically not graded, but I do recommend that you at least pick one of the three to do. In particular, if it's a subject that you're unsure about, you're a little iffy on. Okay, now as for what homework is really graded, so let's see I get back. I'm trying to navigate this so that it looks like your view because my view is gonna be a little different. Okay, your your homework is gonna be located in the same spot over here with less next to the lesson media. As assignments are actually assigned, then they'll pop up over here. So like in the first week, you'll have homework 1.1 and 1.2. For me to actually see right now, I have to leave the student view, I think. But oh, there's a tab over here on the left that says assignments. You can click on that And yeah, I think it's not letting me go there because I'm not a student. So let me just briefly exit the student view, just temporarily, so I can show you what it looks like. Oh, okay. Actually, no, I'm out of student view now. Okay. Okay, let me just show you what a typical assignment will look like and walk you through the MyLab Math. I'm going to go to preview the assignment here. Oops, wrong one. I meant to do the homework here. This is homework 1.1. So you don't have to you're not graded on the media, you're graded on the homework assignments. Let's preview that first homework assignment. Okay, so first thing that pops up is a list of all the questions. You don't have to necessarily do them out in order, but I guess it makes the most sense to do it in order. Question one here, click on question one, opens up the questions, and here's the first question. How is a sample related to a population? So choose the correct answer below. Sample is a collection of all outcomes. Sample is a subset. Sample is numerical measure. Okay, so the correct answer is B. But just for illustration's sake, let's say I selected, oops, this is in the way. Let's say I selected A and I selected final check by accident. Then it says that's incorrect. It tells me why I'm incorrect. But then it gives me this option to try again, the magic option. And in this multiple choice question, it's kind of silly because you can just try it 3 times and get it right automatically. But the point here is to learn, not to just get points, guys. I mean, the points is part of it, but the point is to learn. So, if you get something wrong, that's actually a great thing because that means that your synapses are gonna fire more. You're gonna actually learn it better. But give it an honest attempt at first. The correct answer is a sample is a subset of a population. Click on check, and now it says well done. Oh yes, you get the green check mark. They're validating you. Your psychology is improving. Okay, and then I can go to the next question. I can just close this and click on the question I want to go. Now, in this manner, you should be able to get 100% on all of your homework. And remember, homework is worth 15% of your grade, which is like a letter and a half grade difference. So strongly suggest that you do all the homework to 100%. Okay, now let's say that you get stuck on a question and you're not sure what to do. Well, here at the bottom, you see this Get More Help tab. Click on that, and there's a button that says Ask My Instructor. That's going to send me a message, and then you can get help that way. There are other types of questions where they will actually walk you through it. So these kind of questions are not good examples. Maybe more like the numerical ones. I think actually, I don't know if there's any in this section. Because this is more just conceptual, this first section. Yeah. So let me go to a different homework. So just so I can illustrate that to you. Let me skip way ahead to a future homework. Okay, so you're stuck on a question, you don't know what to do. You could click here and there's a few options now. It's a few more options for some of the questions, right? It takes you to a video to help you figure it out, a spot in the textbook where you can look up the pertinent information. You can still use Ask My Instructor, or you can do one of these two options. If you click on Help Me Solve This, it's gonna basically give you step by step how to solve this thing. And then after that whole thing is done, then you can just click on try a new one and try a different set of numbers. It's going to repopulate these randomly and you can try again. Or you can view an example, which is kind of like almost the same thing, but it's going to give you a different set of numbers. You walk through the example to learn how to do the thing, and then you come back to the original question and then figure it out from there. So those are some nice little options you have with the homework. Okay, other option here is if you are the type of person that wants to just work purely pencil and paper, you can print out here, use a print button, and then you can go back and input your answers afterwards. But honestly, with statistics, I feel like a lot of what we do is using kind of like math tools. So I feel like for the most part, you don't really need too much paper and pencil. A lot of it is done like using software, or in our case, we're going to use a lot of Google Docs. But I mean Google Sheets. But I'll explain that stuff when it comes about. It's kind of far from where we're at right now. So never mind. Okay, but the main point for this video is just to get you familiar with MyLab Math. Um, Really though, you'll get more familiar as you just fool around with it. Okay, so all right, that's it, guys. I'll see you next video.